Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers recap for Friday, December 13, reveals that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, pushed Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., to stop demonizing her daughter. But he couldn't believe she was defending Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, after their betrayal. Ridge felt that Brooke should be defending him instead, and went on a rant about the way Hope manipulated men. Brooke disagreed, so Ridge wondered if Hope was just a worthless slut then. Brooke was disgusted over Ridge using slut to describe her daughter, since he knew that word cut deeply for her. When Brooke asked if Ridge thought of her that way too, he denied it. At one point, Brooke admitted she understood Hope and Carter's perspective on some level, since the Logans' contributions had been disrespected for years. However, Ridge didn't see it that and ultimately insisted he couldn't stay on the same property as Hope. Since Brooke refused to kick Hope and Beth Spencer, Jordan Grace, out of the cabin, Ridge said he'd leave instead and took off. Brooke pounded her fist in frustration and cried as she tried to wrap her head around everything just played out. At the Cliff House on Friday's B&B episode, Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Buddick, was appalled over Carter actually filing the LLC paperwork and taking over the company with Hope's help. Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, talked to Taylor about the whole ordeal before Ridge showed up with updates on how he walked out on Brooke. Taylor was surprised over that news and heard Steffi invite Ridge to stay there with them. Once Steffi pulled Ridge into a warm embrace, Taylor came over to make it a group hug. Meanwhile, Remy Price, Christian Weissman, continued making scandalous deep-fake pics of Electra Forrester, Lania Grace. Although Remy was sorry to have to do this again, he refused to let Lay change Electra and couldn't lose her to Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. Remy also flashed back to supporting Electra over the first round of deep-fake photos, so he recalled hugging her and promising he wasn't going anywhere. At Forrester Creations, Will and Electra found out that Carter and Hope were in charge now. Electra got reassurance that the jewelry line was a crucial part of Carter's plan, so Electra and Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, could stay on board. Will was thrilled to hear about Hope's line being reinstated, but Electra admitted she felt a little weird about all this since Steffi had always been so nice to her. Down in the salon later, Electra worried that she'd hurt Remy's feelings earlier. Will downplayed that idea and got Electra to focus on him instead, so they shared a kiss. Our predictions hint that the closer Will and Electra get, the more chaos Remy will cause for them both. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Remy is about to blow up Electra's world all over again, so stay tuned. The tension was palpable in the Forrester estate as emotions surged, alliances shifted, and shocking decisions were made. Friday's episode delivered the dramatic punches fans have come to expect, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. At the heart of the turmoil was Brooke Logan, standing her ground against the man she once thought would always stand by her. The episode began with Hope Logan in tears as she tried to explain her decisions regarding Douglas and Thomas. The guilt she carried from using Douglas to manipulate Thomas, even if for the greater good, was heavy on her conscience. Brooke entered the scene, her maternal instincts in full force, ready to defend her daughter at any cost. "You did what you thought was right for Douglas," Brooke assured Hope, her voice firm but kind. "Thomas has manipulated everyone around him, and you were trying to protect an innocent child." However, Hope was less confident. She worried aloud about what Thomas might do next, knowing his vengeful tendencies. The mention of Thomas's name seemed to summon his shadow over the house, a lingering presence that neither Hope nor Brooke could ignore. Meanwhile, Ridge Forrester stormed into Brooke's home, his face dark with frustration. It was clear he had reached his breaking point. "This has to stop, Brooke," Ridge said, his voice laced with desperation and anger. "You can't keep attacking Thomas. He's my son, and he needs support, not constant condemnation." Brooke, unflinching, countered with equal intensity. "Your son needs help, Ridge, real help, not this blind loyalty you've been giving him. Hope's been through enough because of Thomas, and I'll do whatever it takes to protect her." The argument escalated, with Ridge accusing Brooke of refusing to see any good in Thomas, while Brooke fired back that Ridge was enabling his son's toxic behavior. The tension between the couple reached a boiling point when Ridge issued an ultimatum. If Hope's going to stay here after everything she's done to Thomas, then I won't. Choose, Brooke. It's either me or her. The ultimatum hung in the air like a thundercloud. Hope, overhearing the confrontation, tried to intervene. I don't want to come between you two, she said, tears streaming down her face. If it means saving your marriage, Mom, I'll leave. But Brooke refused to budge. You're my daughter, Hope, she said firmly. This is your home, and I'll never ask you to leave. Ridge, if you can't accept that, then maybe you're the one who needs to go. Ridge's face hardened. He had hoped Brooke would relent, but her resolve was stronger than ever. Fine, he said quietly, but with a finality that chilled the room. If that's how it is, then I'll leave. Elsewhere, Thomas Forrester was busy setting the stage for his next move. Still bitter from his fallout with Hope, he was determined to regain control of the narrative. In a clandestine meeting with Shauna Fulton, he revealed his latest plan to undermine Brooke and solidify his position in the Forrester family. Brooke thinks she can keep me away from my son and the company, Thomas said, his voice dripping with venom. But she's underestimated me. It's time I remind everyone what I'm capable of. Shauna, intrigued but cautious, questioned the wisdom of his schemes. Do you really think this will work? Brooke's not someone you can easily take down. Thomas smirked. I don't need to take her down. She'll do it to herself. All I have to do is wait. Back at Brooke's house, Ridge gathered his belongings, the weight of his decision evident in every movement. Brooke watched him, a mixture of sadness and defiance in her eyes. I never wanted to come to this, Ridge said, his voice softer now, almost pleading. But you've left me no choice. Brooke's reply was equally soft but resolute. And I'll always choose to protect my children. I just wish you could see that. With that, Ridge walked out, leaving Brooke and Hope to pick up the pieces. As the door closed behind him, Brooke's facade cracked, and tears welled in her eyes. Hope embraced her mother, both women drawing strength from each other. The episode ended with a classic bold and the beautiful cliffhanger. Thomas, back in his apartment, received a mysterious text that brought a wicked grin to his face. Meanwhile, Brooke stared at a photo of her and Ridge, her expression a mixture of heartbreak and determination. This isn't over, she whispered to herself, setting the stage for the next chapter of this dramatic saga. Friday's episode encapsulated everything fans love about the bold and the beautiful high-stakes drama. Fierce loyalty, and characters pushed to their limits. With Ridge walking away, Brooke standing her ground, and Thomas plotting his next move, the stage is set for even more explosive confrontations in the weeks to come. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.